Last Sunday was Pentecost Sunday, the birthday of the Christian church. It's one of my favorite days of worship because it's just full of hope and it's a time for things to be renewed. I hung on to Pentecost a little more than usual these days. I know that we're all in need of hope and renewal. But I think about the disciples and all of those early believers gathered in the upper room beforehand, and I wonder how easy it would have been for them to throw in the towel, to believe that Christ had abandoned them to take on everything on their own, fixing the problems of the world. How easy it would have been to give in to despair. And this reminds me of a story. You might have heard it before. It seems to originate from the Cherokee people. In the story, a grandfather says to his grandson, "A fight is going on inside of me. It's a terrible fight, and it's between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, self-doubt, and ego. But the other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The same fight is going on inside of you and inside of every other person too. The grandson thought about it for a minute, and then he asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" And the grandfather simply smiled and replied, "The one you feed." Feed the good wolf. Though Pentecost this year has passed, the Spirit still has work to do in us, and we need to be ready. And to be ready and stay ready, we need to feed what is good. So feed hope, being sure of God's promises for you and for all of us. Feed compassion, making choices that will protect your family, friends, and neighbors. Feed faith, knowing that God is here with us today. Feed kindness, feed peace, feed love. Feed what you want to grow within you and to spill over to others around you. We are called to be Pentecost people, people full of hope, people full of expectation, people who don't live in fear but rejoice with truth, people who watch for the Spirit of God to move, maybe in ways we could never anticipate before, people who are ready and willing to participate in the work of God. God is moving. Feed what is good and be ready.